Okay, so we're gonna try this again. I tried this last week and it didn't work out, and I am 20 minutes late. Oh. Sorry about that. Don't worry, I'll just cut this part out. I'll cut that out. So yeah, Telltale's Game of Thrones. Oh, credit. Just check to see if the settings are. Yeah, it's I don't know. The mouse is fine. We'll get codecs later. So yeah, this is basically smack bang into the Telltale formula of video games. I'm just going to rewind. That's what we're going to do. Yeah, we're going to rewind. Because last time didn't work out too well for me. Oh well. Not the end of the world. So basically, yeah, Game of Thrones. I was thinking of doing this without commentary, but I got a lot to say about this. Like I said, unlike the other games that play on the channel, which are like mostly strategic management sims, it's like I don't know, I feel more freedom to talk a bit more. So this game's a lot. This game is very polarizing. I found like people either really love this game or really dislike it. Me, okay, and here I am playing it. So obviously I don't hate it, but I felt like there were a lot of problems with the game. Which is a shame because they obviously worked really hard on this one. Like I know Telltale. Sorry, I won't talk over this.
Set free by the women. You'd think he'd done it himself the way he tells it. Old Forrester's sword won't clean itself, you know.
Okay, so we're gonna good tutorial. So yeah, it does a few new things.
Make sure it's spotless this
like this
time.
click and drag thing. I think it's alright.
Blood and brains all over it.
I think it's alright. It feels natural. The whole click and drag thing.
It's a proper sword.
I'll have one like myself someday.
Very good addition.
You'll never have a sword like that. I say that as a friend. And if we're being honest, you are just a scryer.
I will. You'll see.
Of course, your lordship. After you take your rightful place on the Iron Throne.
I had a hand in it, you know.
A hand in what?
Capturing him.
He was nowhere near the Kingslayer at the Whispering Wood. He was so drunk he barely made it out of his tent.
Play for comedy, really.
Next, he'll tell us he caught Tyrion too.
Shh. Let him finish.
Oh, he'll talk all night if you let him.
You captured the Kingslayer?
Aye. Well, I had a hand in it.
Aye. A hand round his ankle as 10 others took him down.
See? What did I tell you?
I brought him to his knees.
So you play as basically House
Not before
Foresters.
he dragged you
Obviously,
halfway
they are the
across the
stand-ins for
battlefield
House
on your
Stark.
face.
You're questioning Norrin's honor.
I'm questioning
Which
Norris'
isn't a
story.
problem by itself. It's just
More
sort of like.
far-fetched every time he tells
I
it.
mean, you can't escape the accusation of being
He'll lead
derivative
Lord some wine.
and not being that original.
Go on.
but who doesn't want to play as House
Your
Stark?
job.
Right, thanks.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Garrett. I'll do it. Norrin's family has faithfully served House Forrester for centuries. His honor is beyond reproach, and House Tully is forever in his debt. They've never seen a field ploughed so well as the day the Kingslayer dragged poor Norrin across the battlefield. Fetch your cup. Tonight we celebrate. To Robb Stark, the King in the North!
The King in
The King in the North!
We march on Casterly Rock, and House Forrester has been given the greatest honor to lead the Young Wolf's army and ride as the vanguard!
The gods have favored us. Onward to Casterly Rock! Aye! Death to the Lannisters! Aye!
Iron from ice!
Aye!
Garrett,
Yes, my lord?
I need you to keep an eye out for Roderick. As his father, I could not be more proud of the man he's become. On a night like this...
To be honest, so one of the things is sort of like...
I'd rather he
Why
were
isn't...
here.
Why
Yes,
are
my
they
lord.
having this scene with
It's
Roderick?
also the question. What's
Or
to be
get
done
to meet
with you?
Roderick? I mean, he's such an
Been on my
important
mind
character
for
for
a
the rest of the
while
series. It's weird that we don't meet him in this
Something must
introduction
be done.
scene. What do you mean?
What do you mean?
You've served House Forrester well for several
That's
years
the
now,
one point I
but I
make.
can't expect you to squire forever. How shall I reward your loyalty? What can I offer you? You served me well.
To bring honor to House Forrester, my lord.
You have more honor than those who were born to it. There were those who had their doubts when your uncle put forth your name as my squire. But you've erased those doubts entirely. It would be an honor to see you riding by Roderick's side in the vanguard tomorrow. Not as a squire, but as the equal of any man who serves House Forrester. It's well deserved, Garrett. Your hard work has paid off.
So I'm no longer a squire?
As of tomorrow, no. But for now, keep this between us. We're celebrating tonight, and I wouldn't want the other squires to feel discouraged.
Yes, my lord.
Now go, and find Roderick if you can.
I will, my lord. Thank you.
Yeah, so basically,
Squire, fetch us
I don't
more
know.
wine.
I think it's like when you're telling a story, you've got to really
Come on,
ground people
bring it up to you.
Yeah. No
in
problem.
the story that you're telling, and it's
I
just
have
sort
been a
of like,
squire longer than you.
So?
I mean,
outranked
you
you.
see coming up,
You
you
should
see
help me.
Roderick in the battle scene, but it's like you don't know anything about the guy, so it's like, I don't know, just a lot of stuff. I guess I want to, like, my only
Wine,
issue with the
armor,
this Telltale series is
boots.
that they had big
Just my luck
ambitions
to end up with Norrin
to
while you serve the Lord.
show you everything
Let
about
him
it.
fetch his own wine for once. He's a drunk, a liar, and an arrogant prick.
You'd better watch your tongue, Bowen. It could be much worse.
What the fuck do you know about it? Nothing is worse than Norrin. See, that's why you're lucky. Low expectations. If I'd grown up covered in pig shit, shovel and slop, well, maybe I'd think saddling his horse was the greatest honor in the Seven Kingdoms. I suppose this beats pig farming. But not by much.
Who doesn't love bacon?
Ah, pig farmers. All I'm saying is,
Yeah,
this
like
rate will
always, I
never be
think
more than this, which is
the
nothing.
writers at Telltale do
Lowest of the low.
develop good characters. Like,
For all I
you
know, we could be squires for life.
but in a story like Game of
Pulling
Thrones,
line
they've
around
got
the fucking way.
not much to do.
What a waste of fucking time.
Give it time. You'll get there.
There you go.
Easy for you to say.
We won't get there.
Maybe if my uncle were castellan at House Forrester, I'd feel different.
Who my uncle is, that's nothing to do with it.
Yeah, you tell him.
How much further?
It's right over there.
Yeah, so basically, they want to make the Foresters part of the bigger story, which is an issue because it's like they're not that important.
Take your time. You lot have drunk your share. Good thing Lord Walder's in a generous mood.
Oh, that doesn't sound ominous at all.
Phrase. Nice night for a wedding.
Why can't that guy just be pleasant? I don't know. Oh my goodness.
Not often he finds a willing husband for one.
That's why he survives. See, he's a survivor. He notices these things. The other guy doesn't because he's an idiot.
Don't expect me to carry it for you. Good luck.
Oh, man. Oh. Well, not really. I did say, come with me, come with me. That's not leaving him. Leaving him would have been just running off, which I would have done anyway. I'm not even that upset. Uh-oh. Alright, we're in combat mode. Sorry.
A gift from the king!
Ready, boys? Whoa! Shoot that one!
Getting over the ironwood.
What?
Oops. Okay, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try this.
Ready, boys? Whoa! Shoot that one! What?
It was better last week. I promise you.
Look out!
See? Got it. Safety. Think about it. When you think about it, Game of Thrones would have been absolutely perfect for a Telltale. Because you can have the action scene as such, but a lot of it's to do with talking and strategy and stuff like that, and dialogue. One of the things people love about Game of Thrones.
Good fucking riddance.
Ouch. Like I said, this is such a good opening. I mean, yeah, open up the red one. That would have been great.
Garrett, did you find Roderick? Speak up, Garrett.
The Freys. They slaughtered him, my lord.
Oh, not really. They kind of just threw a horse on him, and that wasn't even their fault. Stabbed him in the leg, though.
Where's my squire? You didn't leave him, did you?
What happened to him?
I didn't leave him. But I couldn't save him.
It's a good answer.
Find a weapon, quickly!
Oh.
Walter Free, you fucking traitor!
Go, my lord, while there's still time.
Seven hells.
We have to keep moving, my
I mean, you
lord.
could still have the scene of like him giving him the orders on North Grove, but Roderick, like maybe Roderick should have been there instead of the other one, and then him and Roderick go off to do something. But I don't know. I don't know. It's sort of like you've got to establish things.
Guard this with your life. Return it to Ironrath, where it belongs. There's no time to waste.
Okay.
I'll be damned if I let it fall into the hands of those traitors.
Bit harsh.
You have to go.
You're welcome to the fucking torch.
You must go. Tell your uncle. Tell him the North Grove must never be lost. Tell no one but him. Do you understand?
Ah, the
You
North
must swear.
Grove.
Tell only your uncle Duncan. The future of the house may depend on it.
I swear that I will, my lord.
Hey, it's those
Now
foresters.
go. On your honor, you must do this for your house. Go!
Kill those fucking foresters.
Foul language.
With love from Walter Frey.
I could have taken them. There are only two of them. I'm about to kill two guys now. Oh, here we go. Alright, so basically the main issue I have with this game is the fact that they try and show off everywhere. Like, yeah, you got King's Landing, the wall, Beyond the Wall, and, you know, Essos as well, so they can get all their cameos in and stuff. And it's just sort of like, for a story like this, they could have really limited the scope and had a much more satisfying story. I mean, instead of splitting it between characters that doesn't really dovetail well with the main conflict, it just makes it feel pointless. This is why this is something that I don't replay that often. I mean, like I said, I'm replaying it now because it's sort of like I think in terms of what Game of Thrones should be, I don't see Game of Thrones as just as an action game. It's more strategy. It's more dialogue heavy. And Telltale would have been perfect for that, for like that sort of thing. But the problem is that they didn't focus much on the White Hill versus the Foresters conflict. That should have been the main story for the entire time. And bouncing back and forth really didn't work at all for me. I mean, I think the story in general was sunk by the fact that this never got a season 2, and I think if it did get a season 2 or like more episodes, then maybe things would have been much better off. But Telltale has its own limitations when it comes to season 1 and season 2. I mean, look at the Walking Dead, for instance. It's sort of like they always have to sort of recap session to be like just to pay lip service to it. I mean, don't get me wrong, this is one of the... Like I said, I think this is, in the Telltale engine, this is probably one of the best looking games. Like, I would... No! Wasted. All that bacon. Ruined. Yeah, he senses danger. Should have just, like, sort of tasted the pig a little bit. Something's wrong. Oh yeah, the smoke. So yeah, like I said, I think this is like I said, this should have been beloved. This should have been the best Telltale game ever made, because it's like it's such a perfect fit in terms of what people like about Game of Thrones, and
That's father's car.
Like, the best video games are defined by the fact that their gameplay
Lord Bolton better give us
gives the
fucking
right
titles for
immersion.
this.
When to maybe
coming, but at least he'll have his bacon.
Like, Game of Thrones isn't so much all about the action. In fact, I think it's just a component that's really good about it. So, like, the action games based on Game of Thrones aren't really, you know, awesome or quite celebrated. Even though I'm such a Game
Go
of
along,
Thrones
boy.
fan that I'll
There's
play
nothing
anything.
for you here.
Oh, alright.
Father,
I said move on.
I'm going to kill you.
Is that so? You can try if you like, and then we'll feed you to the pigs.
Get off my land!
This is Bolton land now, boy. Lord Bolton is the new Warden of the North.
Ooh.
I reckon he'd like a proper lordly sword like that.
No.
I'll have that sword, boy.
Oh, yeah.
Aye. You'll have it.
Oh, boy. Oh, you did take it. Wasn't even an issue.
Finish
It's barely an
this
inconvenience.
farmer. Pathetic.
He didn't want to fish him off himself, which was his grand mistake.
You really are a...
Oof. Oh. Just like Ned Stark.
Mercy!
So this is one of the first big decisions of the
Beg of
game.
you! I have a
And
family! They'll never survive
it's not
without
really.
me! I have no quarrel with you!
I mean,
I was
you
only
really,
following orders.
you really killed the other dude.
Please!
So you're already in trouble for that. So it's like in for a penny, in for a pound. In fact, you'd be better off trying to.
hang for this.
I mean, letting him go.
That much
is
I
a problem.
promise.
So it wasn't really that big of a deal.
Father?
Garrett, you survived. Your sister. Oh, she hid. I tried to stop them.
I'll kill the men who did this.
Alright, so basically he's got two sort of character stuff now. He's got to talk to him about the North Grove and avenge the murderers of his family. Powerful. And, you know, he starts off as a squire, as Iron Arrow for place he's loyal to.
Get the Castellan! Tell him his nephew survived!
I mean, it's too bad that he's going to be completely separated from the entire storyline.
Garrett!
I was too late. They were already dead.
I mean, he comes to see him.
Bring the
in
maester.
Wrath later,
Meet us
but
in the Great Hall.
Let's be
quickly.
honest, he's basically sidelined after he hits the wall. That's it, basically. Because the main conflict of
Two
this
White
scene-
Hill soldiers?
And a Bolton. They killed my family. And for what? My sister, she was only 8 years old.
This never would have
What he
happened
did.
with the Starks in power. It's unimaginable. Unacceptable. You have my condolences.
Thank you, Maester.
How many links does he have?
The blade cut deep. but I should be able
See,
to
you
save
can
your leg.
Tell a measure of a maester. How links he has.
Your justice was swift. Some will call it vengeance.
Oh, there they are.
No doubt the Whitehills will claim it was murder. It was your family. I can't say I would have done any different than you. But the Whitehills won't see it that way.
I'd do it again if I had the chance.
If we don't respond with strength, they won't stop until they have everything. These maggots ought to help prevent infection. Hold the wound open for me, would you?
Oh. Ah. Ew. Ah, this is great.
These are dark days, I fear.
It's alright to
lose
leave
the
them in
lord
there?
of the
I don't
house
know.
and the eldest son through such
This
a
guy knows.
despicable act of treachery and betrayal. Greater houses than ours have fallen in times such as this. The late Lord Forrester was a good man. And poor Roderick. A serious man, but he would have made a good lord.
Our house will never fall.
By the gods, let's hope you're right.
He's
The
not
future
right.
of this house is in Lord Ethan's hands now, although he is young and altogether unprepared to lead.
Ah, poor Ethan.
Right. This might hurt a bit. Hold this for me, will you?
See, if they had just focused on
I
the
understand
White
from
Hill...
your uncle that Lord Forrester saved your life.
He did.
I'll talk later.
Rather odd, though, that he chose to save you, his squire, and not his son Roderick. Not that Roderick couldn't handle himself. He was as good with a sword as any man I've seen. It's unfortunate the Citadel doesn't train maesters in the art of warcraft.
Roderick had already fallen. There was nothing we could do.
Although I'd imagine Lord Forrester would sacrifice himself to save anyone from his house, high or low. Lady Forrester will be here any moment now. I'd like you to walk for me first, to see if you can put any weight on that leg. Go on. Don't stop now. It's better to let the blood circulate.
Okay. So basically what I was saying before is if they had sort of focused on the Whitehill Forester conflict and cut out a lot of the Wall and King's Landing stuff, you could have had a much better story, I think. A more effective story. I could be wrong, but it's just sort of like, I don't know, a little bit of constraint is perfect in storytelling. Makes you have to be more creative. Had it been like, you're only allowed to do story in the
Ironwood
north.
Grove.
I mean, not saying that you can't cut there or like with one or two scenes, but it's just the whole sort of Ironwoods conspiracy thing, and it's just like, I mean, we'll get there when we get there, but it's just like everything just felt so inconsequential the first time I played it. So maybe this time I can probably see more of the positives in it, because I remember being a bit dark. Can I brighten this? Nope. Absolutely not. Ah, there we go. I wonder if that's better. Hopefully that's a little bit better. Alright, the portrait. Good introduction. Comes back later as well in a way. So start.
Asher. Exiled to Essos, unfortunately.
See? Maybe
Talia and Ethan. I suppose Lord Ethan now.
the thing is, with Asher as well, like I think Asher is like one of the more popular characters, and I do like playing as Asher, but see, he maybe could have been in the second season or something. I don't
Mira.
know.
Still in
I don't
King's
know,
Landing, I
it's-
suppose. Although, I wonder if they'll bring her home.
They should have brought her home.
Lady Forrester. She's always been kind to me. Treated me like I was a Forrester myself. Ryan. Never easy being the fourth-born son. Lord Forrester. It was an honor to squire for him.
Gregor the Good.
Yeah,
Roderick. He was our best warrior by far.
Learn more about the Foresters through the Codex page.
You seem to be favoring it. Always sad to see a warrior lose a leg.
I'm fine, Maester Ortengrin. Look, I'll show you.
Let's have a look at those maggots. Yeah. Okay, I guess I'll take them.
This might help.
Just start eating them. Not touching those. Sure.
I may be mistaken. You do seem able to put weight on it. Keep moving. I need to see you walk.
Alright.
No, you see there? You're limping again.
I'm fine, really.
Stop limping! Oh, right. Yeah.
An ironwood shield.
The strongest wood in the known world. The Foresters owe their lives to this wood, and the weapons that come from it.
See, this is a good scene. You know, it lets you sort of calm down for the battle. You're wandering around.
I'll
You're
admit,
learning a
you
lot.
do seem better than was to be expected. I believe your leg will be fine.
This is
Only
good.
time will tell, but... Lady
I
Forrester.
think it shows that you know.
Welcome home, Garrett. We're all relieved to know you
focus.
survived.
Thank you.
And the thing is,
Talia
because
asked
the
to see you.
Foresters are
Garrett,
not
I heard what
the main
happened.
characters in the whole
Is it
Song
true?
of Ice and Fire,
Your
why
family...
put a microscope on that? Why show how pointless their struggles are? Because it's like,
I'm so sorry.
it could really said a lot
Later.
about the smaller houses in this entire conflict and
Off
how
to
it's
bed
like
now. Hurry on.
decisions made by the greater houses cause a problem for everyone. It's like a ripple track.
Garrett was just telling me how valiantly
Like stones in
Lord
a water.
Forrester fought to the end, even when
Anyway.
all was lost. I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know. Whatever you can recall.
He was a hero, my lady. The bravest man on the battlefield by far.
Yet he was unable to save his own son.
You were with Roderick, no? I'm sure it was chaos and confusion, but if you can remember anything, I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know.
He fought valiantly, my lady.
Of course he did. He was House Forrester's best.
This has been so incredibly difficult for us, especially the children. But I was told you were the last to see my husband alive.
Yes, my lady.
I know it may be difficult to remember, but if I may ask, was there anything he said?
Any last words before he passed? If you can remember.
He asked me to return this to House Forrester. He said this is where it belongs. With his family.
Thank you, Garrett.
Of course, my lady.
It demands a response.
It's too dangerous, especially now.
Now is the time to prove our strength.
I'll be sure it's given to Ethan.
Against aggression. Duncan, this was our land. They were our people. Your family.
I share your outrage, Sir Royland. I do. But now is not the time to provoke the White Hills. Not with Ramsay Snow coming to see us bend the knee.
The hell with Ramsay Snow, the bastard.
Garrett, you understand what this means. You killed a Bolton, and Ramsay Snow will want his retribution.
We're the ones that should be demanding retribution. This happened on Forrester land.
They attacked me!
And they'll say they were keeping the peace in the name of House Bolton. It's an argument you cannot win. We have to be smart. Ramsay Snow
Trial
will
by
be here
combat.
within
Trial
the
by
week.
combat.
And what would you have us do? Nothing.
I would have us use our heads while they're still attached to our shoulders.
Yeah, this guy knows what's up.
Garrett has lost as much as anyone else within these walls. Maybe you can talk some sense into your uncle.
Garrett's suffered enough already. You ask too much of the boy.
He deserves to be heard.
They deserve to die. All of them. I say we fight.
Ha! Listen to your nephew. He speaks sense.
With what army? Our best men were killed at the Twins,
Yeah, this guy knows
along
what's
with
up.
our lord.
Then what's to be done?
Bend the knee. You have to.
Ultimately, it will be for Lord Ethan to decide.
He's just a boy who can barely hold a sword. He knows nothing of how to lead men.
He is the lord of this house,
Yeah.
and he needs our help. It's bad enough the Boltons would have us bend the knee and swear fealty. But now, this. They'll accuse you of murder, and us of protecting you.
The boy was just defending himself.
I'm not faulting him for what he did.
I'd have done the same, as any man would.
It wasn't murder. It was justice.
Not in their eyes. It's just the excuse Ramsay Snow would need to put us to the torch and kill us all.
I'd like
Wow.
to see them try.
I'm afraid it's a risk we cannot take, which is why you cannot stay.
Cannot
See,
stay.
This should have been the major choice.
Duncan, the boy has suffered enough.
You can't send me away.
We have no choice, Garrett.
Where would you have the boy go?
The one place that's safe, beyond the reach of the Boltons.
You're sending him to the wall. The boy's done nothing wrong.
Not in the eyes of the Boltons. I'm afraid it's the only solution. Especially now, when the house is so vulnerable.
Uncle, my place is here. Who would defend the house? You said we need men who can fight.
Yeah, exactly.
There'd be nothing we could do to protect you.
Yeah.
To stay would
Well,
bring destruction upon us all.
See, that should
I
have been
know
the
that's
major
not
choice.
what you want. I know it's difficult to understand. But you must think of the house.
Still not right.
No, it's not. But it's what's best.
Yeah.
That settles it then.
You can have my horse, and I'll see you have plenty of food. But we
Oh,
haven't
that's
much
good.
time. The White Hills will come looking for you.
Yeah, they'll get the same. Yeah.
Word up to me. I'd gladly drive a sword through Lord Whitehill's heart if given a chance.
No, you wouldn't.
I would. And God's willing, someday I will. But for now, I have House Forrester to consider first. I know you want to stay. But Lord Forrester would be proud that you're putting the interests of the house ahead of your own. Many
I
of
didn't
Lord
really agree to
Forrester's
it.
best men have volunteered for the war. His own great-uncle was a ranger with the Night's Watch.
He promoted me. At the Twins. We were to ride in the van to Casterly Rock and I at Roderick's side, but
It was well-deserved, Garrett. You worked hard and served your lord
Yeah,
with
that
honor.
kind of really sucks. You have to get that in writing.
I've been waiting for the right moment to tell you.
Oh yeah, North Grove.
What? What is it?
Lord Forrester asked me to give you a message. He said, the North Grove can never be lost.
What? Oh, it was the South Grove.
Sorry. You caught me by surprise. It's not often discussed, if ever. Most don't even know it exists.
They
They
don't
think it's just a
know that.
myth made up by wildlings and fools, and it's better kept that way. You haven't told anyone else, have you?
Can I lie?
This is important, Garrett. I need to know the truth.
Of course not. I told no one.
Well done. Lord Forrester was right to put his trust in you. From this day forward, this will be our secret. But soon, I may need your help.
But
I can't say anything more just yet. Just know the North Grove may very well be vital to the future of this house.
You see, I
don't
thought the
breathe a
North
word
Grove
of
was
it to
just a
anyone at the
secret
wall.
place for
Become a
more
ranger
ironwood.
if you can. It will help.
Yeah, we'll soon find out. But anyway, this entire storyline will have zero effect
Iron from ice.
Listen, this. I think it was supposed to come
Iron
into
from
effect
ice.
from the second season, but
Remember,
boy.
you represent House Forrester. Your actions at the war will reflect the honor and dignity of the house.
I mean, I can't remember saying that. I can't remember saying that about
We will see each other again.
saying about a Game of Thrones season where it's sort of like, oh, you need, you know, it's only good because of the last season, but yeah.
Garrett, wait!
What? $10. I don't think you have a choice though.
Be safe.
Come with me to the wall. Should just go south. Go to the White Hills. Be like, hey, I'm switching sides. Okay, guess not.
Ethan?
So poor Ethan. Literally, probably the most tragic character in this entire series.
I couldn't find him. Could you? He hides too well. And if he were smart, he would reveal himself.
I don't like this game anymore. Maybe something happened to him.
Ethan's fine. He's just forgotten this is a game.
I win!
Congratulations, your lordship.
Don't worry. It's just a game, Ryan.
Stupid game. I don't like it.
He was worried you were gone.
I thought we'd never find you again.
I'm right here. And I promise, I'm not going anywhere.
I wish Mira was here.
That's a flag.
And Asher. And Roderick.
I do too. But Mira's in King's Landing and...
Can't she come home? I don't want her to die too.
Ryan, she's perfectly safe.
She's got coal boys looking out for her.
I don't want Garrett to die either.
The Ancient Order.
Maester Ortengrin said he got sent to the wall. I'll miss Garrett. He was nice.
He won't get hurt.
I don't know what he did to get sent away like that.
He won't get hurt.
He got hurt by those Whitehill men. No one will tell me what Garrett did, but it must have been serious. I heard Duncan and Sir Royland talking. They said someone will come here looking for revenge.
Let them come.
Everyone's worried about you, but I'm not. I know you'll protect us.
Who said they're worried about me?
Well, Sir Royland for one. He says you can't fight very well.
Wow.
And he calls you a milksop.
What? Sir Royland said that?
Sir Royland forgets himself. After all, you are the lord of the house now.
He doesn't know me, or what I'm capable of.
What does milksop mean?
I don't know, but I know it's not good.
Ethan, you should let Sir Royland teach you how to wield a sword. Like a man.
Ouch.
He taught Roderick and Asher, and he even showed me how to fight. Properly, I mean.
A lord should know how to fight.
Okay. Aren't they twins?
Do you
Why would why would he teach her to fight, not him?
You, me, Roderick, Asher.
That's weird.
We'd all be out here for hours.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Where was I?
You weren't born yet.
We had so much fun. But then, well, then everything changed. Roderick became so serious, the Lord in training, and he never smiled anymore.
Nope.
And Asher just got angry at everything. Promise me you won't be like that. Please, just be you. I like you the way you are.
Things will change.
I know a lord has many responsibilities, but you don't need to be like them.
I may have to change.
I'd rather have my brother than a lord.
We'll have to have both, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
But since you're the new lord, you can do anything you want.
I
can fly.
Everyone will have to do as you say. So I could have all the sweets I want.
If only it were that simple. It would be nice if someone did what I wanted for once.
That's not how it works.
Well, that's how it should work. You are the Lord.
Once again, great scene.
Lord Ethan, you're needed in the Great Hall at once. Quickly, on your feet.
I think this is like a really good first episode, and like I said, like the problems I'm talking about is the sort of series as a whole. Like what we've seen so far, I think is very good.
Lord Whitehill has arrived, unannounced and certainly unexpected. He's come demanding justice.
Oh, great!
Can't he meet with
this
Duncan?
Is gonna be hard.
He is the castellan.
See,
stay with us, please, Ethan.
He's demanding an audience with the Lord. We really must go.
Yeah, so we're all in.
It's your decision. You are the Lord.
If I were Lord, I would command Ethan to stay with his family.
Fine. If that's what's required of me.
Very well then.
See, the reminding me his Lord option, you know, is tempting, but at the same time, it's like he knows. Would he need a regent though? I don't know. I guess he is sort of age at this point, but it's like not like 15, 16 or aged up in.
They showed up unannounced.
18.
Lord Whitehill is in the
I
lab.
think he's underage to be.
I assume you
ruling
explained
by
to
himself.
Lord Ethan why they're here.
The business with Garrett. I told him.
Lord Whitehill knows Garrett is a squire to this house. Or was, I suppose.
Just have to see.
Was.
This is a tough
It
scene,
makes
by the
no
way.
difference. The Whitehills were clearly in the wrong, so don't give him any satisfaction. Out there, you were decisive and firm. Now do it again with these bastards.
Let's not do something rash. Things are bad enough as it is.
What should I say to him?
Tell him and his men to leave.
Now is not the time to anger Lord Whitehill any more than he already is. He's got 5 times as many men, and the backing of House Bolton.
All the more reason to stand up for ourselves. Only cowards and dead men roll over.
Lord Ethan, is it? My condolences for your father and brother. The late Lord Forrester was no friend to me or my house. My only regret is I wasn't there to drive the dagger into his heart myself.
Okay.
I've been waiting for this day all my life. The Forresters finally get their due.
I may be young, but I'm not so easily fooled. You're trying to rile me, but it won't work.
Young? You are that boy. Too young to know when you're in over your head.
Here we go.
And no bread and salt! What kind of fucking house receives
Came in
a lord with
uninvited.
no fucking bread and salt?
You
You bloody amateur. No courtesies. I should have expected as much.
Calm yourself, old man.
I didn't want to put it up.
You little fuck! That's how you talk to a lord?
Yep.
You Forresters have shit on us for generations. Well, now the Starks are
He's
no
right about
longer
that, right?
around to have you back, are they? We're the power in the north now.
Roose Bolton is the Warden of the North.
Aye. And we've been his bannermen for 5 fucking centuries.
long time.
You cunt.
Lord Ethan.
We all serve House Bolton now.
I'm not finished. Maybe if you hadn't been so fucking greedy with the ironwood, things would have been different between us.
You squandered your share.
Our share was taken from us. We had no fucking choice but to
I wish I had
harvest
more
what was
time
left.
to look
What
at the
is it you
responses.
want, Lord Whitehill?
So you have to be quick here, because like Duncan's ready to interrupt you. to
Your
undermine
man,
your
the
power.
squire. We were minding our own business, keeping the king's peace, as his lordship here said, when your man attacked us for no reason.
Hear that? Attacked for no reason.
Garrett was only defending himself.
Then you admit it was your man who killed
Yeah.
my men.
Yeah.
And a pig farmer at that.
No,
How do you
squire,
answer for
idiot.
your squire, Lord Ethan? He acted in your name. And you are the lord of this house.
We lost people too, Lord Whitehill. Your men murdered his entire family.
You lost pig farmers, not soldiers. The soldiers worth 100 of their type. Where's the
Must be
fucking
right.
coward who killed my men? I know he's here. What have you done with him?
I took care of it. He received his punishment and it's done. He's gone.
What? Gone? That was my justice to deliver, boy, and you denied me of it. I'm not leaving until I have my justice. Now bring me the coward who did it, or you'll answer to Roose Bolton. What kind of fucking house is this?
Oh.
A house of honorable men.
Oh, thanks, Mum.
Lady Forrester.
You bellow like a wounded boar, Lord Whitehill. Have you forgotten your manners?
I mean no disrespect to you, my lady, considering your losses and all.
It's too bad I didn't drag the dagger in myself.
This is not over.
Oh, shut up.
It's over when my son says it is.
Thank you for coming, Lord Whitehill.
Ethan is Lord of Ironrath now. By rights, his word is law here. If that displeases you, then I trust you can find the door.
Snap, snap.
House. But Lord Bolton will have the final say.
See,
I'll send him a raven letting him know a Forrester man killed one of his own. That the new Lord Forrester lied to my face and denied me my justice. Then we'll see whose word is law.
You're a craven.
You're a craven, Lord Whitehill.
See, we're not going to have... Unfortunately, we're not going to be with Ethan for too long, so I've got to get my shots in now. But he's right.
I was wrong
it's
about
going to be
your
a
son, my lady.
charm offensive.
He stood up to him like a true lord.
Yeah,
You were brave, my son. But you'll need to be braver still when Ramsay Snow arrives to see you bend the knee.
Which we will.
Prepare a raven. We need to send word to Mira in King's Landing at
No,
once.
I don't think we can. She's useless. She's just a handmaiden. She has she may have
Your sister can help us. Although just a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's favour.
which
And
she
Lady
has
Marjorie's
nothing.
betrothal to the king may be enough to keep the Boltons at bay.
That's basically
if
nothing.
it's presented to her as it should be.
Ugh. There we go. Yeah, so like I said, so far like this episode's been pretty good, and my complaints with the series with these like the entire
Ethan,
game
leave this to
isn't
me.
just that. Like I said, I wouldn't be playing it if it was like a terrible, horrible game, which it's not. It's just that it should have been so much more. Like I think they relied way too much on
Father.
getting a second season.
Much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances.
I mean, I always say
I
like
miss
this
all
King's
of
Landing
you,
stuff is.
and I look forward to the day you can.
Yeah, like I said, as much as I will make fun of these scenes in King's Landing, it's still very good.
Asher sent me this coin to remember him. What a strange place, Essos.
I wonder what will happen there.
It was very kind of Lady Marjorie to give this to me. It once belonged to Lady Elena.
Why is she speaking out loud to herself? Are you crazy? Ah, the Cold Boys. This is foreshadowing for the Cold Boy. The Order of Cold Boys. Sent to protect handmaidens with plot armor. I mean, I know I'm spoiling parts of the game, but it's just sort of like this game's like 6 years old at this point. So,
today.
you know, I don't feel that bad about it. Complain all you want.
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope,
Ew.
and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
Ew. to be honest, it's the way I think this character would act would be just to do, because he's got a good relationship with her family. But
one moment.
The smart way to play this is to realise is like when you're in a weak position.
Sorry,
oh,
milady.
Here we go.
I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
Yeah, come back later.
Later would be best.
Of course.
Go away.
Lady Marjorie, you're early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk.
All right.
Come, there's something we must discuss.
Joffrey is pure evil.
From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family.
I think they did her
feel your
justice.
pain as if it were my own.
A number
What
from
you
the
suffered
Tudors.
is beyond imagining. And your poor family as well.
You're very kind, my lady.
Of course, Mira, but you must not despair. We will get through this together. You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark.
Yeah, that's kind of...
It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the royal sept.
Shame that happened.
She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor.
Huh.
She was very pleased with herself. Her face was full of mirth as she said it.
How did you respond?
I told her you are one of my most trusted handmaidens, that you can hardly be blamed for the actions of your father and brother.
See, she's already not on our side here, so you have to really sort of pick up on that.
She wants an apology of some sort, for what I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her.
Asking for help now
I wouldn't
is
ask
not...
this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
What do I say?
Find a way to appease her.
Appease her, okay.
Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear.
See, asking for help
See if
there
the
is
Queen Regent
not
is
a
ready
good
to
time.
receive us.
Because timing is everything when you're asking for help. So I'm going to try and play the best I can. I know it all ends up in terrible. Wow, that guy looks weird.
You'll be fine. I know you will.
Oh, she's so,
you may feel
so
one
lovely
thing,
in this,
but you must say
but so
another.
terrible in the Tudors. I guess that's why she's a fantastic actress. Great.
Good luck.
Oh, shut up. Flowers. Go find your father. Oh, wait! It's the Iron Throne.
You can do this.
Once again, like I said, you know, look at it. It looks, you know, this looks great going in. Not many people in, but you know, it's King's Landing. But like I said, I still would go with my decision just to cut everything out,
Lady
apart from
Marjorie.
the White Hill
Aren't you looking
Forester
lovely
conflict,
this evening?
and then save this for whatever.
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace?
Yeah, I'm also going to use future knowledge.
With your
so
permission,
I'm not going to
allow
try
me
and
to
ally
introduce
myself with
Lady
Tyrion.
Mira of House Forester.
I have to be really careful with my responses here. Neil.
Your Grace.
The Queen
Those
is pleased.
courtesies.
This is so
Impressive.
scary.
You may rise.
House Forester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Absolutely.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl.
Yes.
Is your family loyal to the king?
Absolutely.
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forester.
He's not here, is he? She is.
Joffrey is the one true king, Your Grace.
See, mentioned by name.
And yet, for centuries the Foresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
Traitors they are, my lady.
Yes, Your Grace. They are traitors.
The Starks were your liege lord, yet you name them traitors so easily.
Yep.
I take it this is the kind of loyalty the king can expect from you. If you have any loyalty at all. Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
He is the Warden of the North, Your Grace.
He is. And I the Queen Regent and Tyrion the Master of Coin.
The girl has a remarkable talent for answering questions while in fact saying nothing at all.
Old allegiances are not easily abandoned.
Shut up, half.
But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of iron wood for his
I was going to
armies.
pick the other option, like.
I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forster Ironwood does seem rather unique.
To our mutual benefit, Your Grace.
And at the pleasure of your king. It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
There are limits, Your Grace.
Perhaps, but not if your house faces potential ruin.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
Shut up, Halfman.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
I'm sure she regrets it.
Perhaps. Perhaps not.
Remember what?
If there's a
this is the plan. This is the game plan, Marjorie. She what? She remembered that I followed a game plan.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define.
You strategized before coming in here.
Tell
Tell her what she wanted to hear.
With all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
Yeah, so
I'm sure she would...
Let the girl answer the question.
I would be true to the king, Your Grace.
Well said.
She said she'd be true to the king. How scandalous.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's
why are you
Landing.
wasting my time with this?
My sense is this girl will say almost anything to get what she wants. Which is not very encouraging.
Okay. I don't know what you're upset about.
I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
I'll walk you out.
Oh dear.
This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton.
But no one believed him.
We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable
There's
man.
something that bothers me about the Bolton family. I don't know
You have
if
my
it's
condolences for his
man,
loss.
but I don't know.
These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
That certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Marjorie was humiliated, although Cersei seemed quite pleased. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
Not saying anything. Still, the ears are
No
all
doubt
round.
Lady Marjorie will forgive you. Eventually. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades.
Why would you
I
like?
take mine.
Yeah, I was just saying it. This is like in front of
We
Lannister
must
guards
find
and the
our
King's Guard
amusements
is
where we
right
can.
there. Why would I
She
say anything
threatened
else?
to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters.
Yeah, but you're not going to be
The
Master
crown
of Coin for
needs
much longer.
boats, Boats need wood, and I speak for the crown in this regard. Not her.
I wouldn't want to anger Cersei.
And you'd be wise not to. But I suppose the crown could be persuaded to secure Ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that? It may be far too dangerous. In fact, forget I even suggested such a thing.
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion. Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you?
Not really.
I'll consider it.
If I was brave, I would have stood tall.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
I hope we meet again.
Nothing would make Cersei happier. Until then, be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Wow. Why would Marjorie be humiliated? That was the game plan going in. She didn't go, oh, within reason. Like I said, King's Landing politics is an amazing aspect to this, but it's like it doesn't tie...
How was it?
I will never be persuaded that having constraint
isn't... So you're nothing. It's more than a little intimidating.
It went well.
Really? That's a relief. Cersei is known for being rather difficult. Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons.
9th-born son.
Sir Jaime.
See,
I wouldn't mind
if I was in Game of Thrones, I wouldn't mind being a lower-born son. No responsibilities, still rich.
And
not so
over
bad.
in Martell,
oh, yes.
Viper. I'm told he has a paramour.
He is quite handsome.
Which I doubt is Dornish for wife.
He is quite handsome.
And quite passionate, from what I've heard. Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands.
Yeah.
Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like. Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen?
Yeah, I'm done.
He does have a certain look about him.
Yeah, secure.
And he's always treated Lady Marjorie well. Which is more than you can say for his mother.
I'd be willing to marry, but not Joffrey.
Well, I would marry him.
Yeah,
Imagine the power you would have as queen
He has
of
that
the
look
Seven
of a serial
Kingdoms.
killer.
I might even allow you to be my handmaiden.
Oh, that's cute.
Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match! Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing?
Bronn. Is he still
Well,
commanding the Sea Watch?
Sarah?
I'm sorry, my lady.
As am I. We shouldn't have been messing about. This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful.
Yep.
The Queen was pleased by your display, Mira.
Thumbs up. That was the plan.
I'm just glad it's over. King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over.
Indeed.
I fear it will only get worse when I am queen. Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
I gotta say something now.
Do you agree?
Once you are queen, the lords and ladies will do their best to please you.
You learn very quickly. Your words to Cersei were brave, but I know you must fear what the Boltons might do to your family.
You could help.
I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Well?
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind.
Now is the time.
Something important.
Yeah, ask. She can say no.
I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah.
Yeah.
There are no secrets between us.
See? Yeah.
It's about my family.
I trust her.
So do I. What? I don't know
Go
what
on.
the bad secret is.
Ask.
Please, Ramsay Snow is on his way to Ironrath to see my brother bend the knee.
Ramsay? Roose Bolton's bastard.
I fear my family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. But if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown...
That is no small request.
No,
especially now.
Should be easy though. Whatever.
Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks. And now you would have me ask him to intervene? Is the situation that dire?
You can't, my lady. King Joffrey won't like it. Just think how he turned on Lady Sansa. I will forever be in your debt. My family will forever be in your debt.
I don't know, Mira. If Cersei were to find out...
Don't let the Queen bully you.
That's
You
what I
have
said.
power over him, Lady Marjorie, as no one else does. Not even his mother. Ramsay Snow will arrive at Ironrath within the week. I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent.
Very well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady. I will send a raven to my family at once.
I don't know. Best not to get their hopes up. I would have chosen not to. I mean, alright. Okay, fine. No one escapes the screening of The Last Jedi.
7 Hells.
Ramsay Bolton's like, you and I cannot come up with a better torture device than this.
Let's play a little game, shall we? Did you know my ancestors wore the skins of their enemies as a coat?
Yeah, this is pretty pointless.
Not my best work, unfortunately. I suppose I have full enough practice. But he didn't make it easy, what with all that bloody noise.
Like a droning cat. I thought he'd never stop.
Okay, I'll just stay here
As my
then.
father likes to say, a naked man holds few
just stay here.
secrets. But the flayed man holds none.
Pity he didn't know your father is the Warden of the North.
He does now. How much further is it to these foresters?
A day, my lord. 2 at most.
Come on, Garrett, you can take him.
What was that?
My
Good. Probably a small animal. Listen. It's as if something lives in this forest.
There.
Alright, I'm not supposed to move.
Hear that?
Nope.
I know I heard something.
Yeah.
Never mind. We've wasted enough time already.
Then he's like, Ramsay Bolton is a bastard. It was the wind. Oh boy. Just go, my man. Just go. Oh wait, I have to look. Fresh meat.
Bloody hell.
Ooh. Yep. Bones are messed up, man. Messed up. I know this is
Lord Ethan,
yet, but it's so funny when
as I was
Bolton
saying,
declares himself to be too good for this game
young.
and just
and there are
pieces
those
out.
within these walls who are uncertain of your leadership. But 300 generations of Forester Lords stand behind
100 generations. Jeez.
Lord Gerhard the Tall, who founded our house, and your grandfather, Lord Thorin the Bold, who seized back the river valley from the White Hills.
Nice.
They call my father.
Lord Gregor the Good.
Be adequate. Decent. Not great.
He was fair and wise, and courageous in battle.
Why are you telling me this?
To help you rule, Lord Ethan. These were your father's people to lead and protect, and
All
now they're
7
yours.
of them.
But your father did not bear this responsibility alone. He and every Forester Lord before him chose one man whom they trusted above all others, the Lord Sentinel.
Basically the Hand of the King.
Forester traditions demand that a new Lord Sentinel must be chosen.
Can I call him the Hand of the Lord? No. That's copyrighted by King's Landing.
Keep walking, you craven son of a whore.
Oh,
Move.
hello.
Summon the Lord. We need his judgment.
Alright.
I've done nothing wrong. I was only trying to survive.
Lord Ethan. Maester.
You spoke of judgment, Sir Royland. What judgment is that?
That was a good
This
kick.
craven is a
That's my
deserter
judge.
and a thief.
Oh, I can't stand that.
This house is doomed.
Why would you say that?
We all fucking know it.
Quiet, thief. Eric was supposed to be guarding our weapons, but instead we
Yeah, I'm
caught
not on
him
your side,
stealing
mate.
them.
Yeah.
2 shields and 3 spears.
You stole from us.
I feared for my life.
You stop.
Yes,
so you, okay.
my lord. I fled. We should all flee. It's not stealing if you're taking what's yours by right.
Okay, idiot.
I've a family to feed.
Oh,
They're not two
shut up.
coins to rub together since Lord Gregor left us to rot here.
Lord Gregor
Where's
is
our
rotting at
pay?
the moment.
Our share of bread and wine grows smaller every day.
Thank you, Sir Royland.
Lord Ethan, I know these words are hard, but they're honest. This house is falling. We'll never survive the coming winter. Most of us won't even live to see it.
Calm yourself.
The time for calm passed with the late Lord Forester. Now there's only chaos.
You'll address him as Lord. Lord Ethan, you must decide the punishment. Lord Gregor always took a thief's fingers.
I think so.
3 of them.
Now may not be the time for harsh punishment. The men are on edge as it
The men
is.
need to know they cannot do whatever the fuck they please. Their lord will not permit it.
Good point.
We can send him to the war.
Show him mercy, my lord. He stole from us. Make him pay for what he's done. Give us justice.
See, this is a good decision as
I
well.
will decide.
Send him to the wall. Take his fingers. He's a thief. If you punish me, you'll be punishing an innocent man.
Shut your
Obeying
face.
justice, my lord.
Oh, shut up.
Please, my lord. My family depends on me.
Then you shouldn't have stolen.
Ethan of House Forester, Lord of Ironrath, name you a thief. The price for your crime is 3 of your fingers.
No, please, my lord.
No, you talked way out of it. Had you not tried to start a riot by telling everyone that there's no hope, I might have sent you to the wall. But
I am willing to carry it out.
I will carry out the sentence.
This is injustice, my lord!
Keep talking. Shut. Don't steal. Don't steal. It's simple. Yep. Bet you. Yeah. Taking what I took what's mine by right. His fingers.
That was certainly unpleasant, but a lord must mete out punishment when it's due. Not just yourself, of course.
You really didn't bother me.
You can weigh on any lord.
I did what I had to do, and it didn't bother me.
You heard what the thief said. I expect this sort of thing will happen again.
Well,
but a sentinel can help you in the face of disloyalty. You need someone you can trust.
Yeah, I'm thinking about.
Side.
You've got two choices basically. You've got the.
Someone you can rely on, no matter the circumstance. Possessing wisdom.
And I'm sure you think you'd be the perfect choice.
Me? Oh, gods no. I can't get involved. I am a maester. At the Citadel, I swore an oath to serve as such. There are two capable men for the role. They both want the job.
Yeah, so either Sir Royland or the other one.
How do I decide
Duncan.
between them?
And to be honest...
Talk to them. Solicit the opinion of people close to you.
See, this is another great sequence.
The Bracer of the Sentinel.
The first episode, I think, is the best episode of the 5.
Tonight is your first
So
small
much
council
promise.
meeting. It would be wise to bestow this bracer upon your chosen sentinel then, to show that you are decisive and in control of this house.
Because, you know,
Your sentinel will wear this for all to see.
I understand. I'll do it now.
Come speak with me when you're ready to convene the small council, my lord.
So this is like another great sort of... yeah, like I said, this was a great sequence here. You know, you had the thief, you meeting out judgment, where you show mercy and stuff, and you... I think all Telltale games would be better if they had like more branches to the storyline, and I know that's not always possible because, you know, you heard reports out there that people were really struggling. Anyway, let's look at the food.
Our provisions are rather low, my lord. I made the count again, just to be sure.
Eric said people were going to starve. Why can't we feed them?
The war has taken its toll. Even our own stores for the house are dwindling.
Bad.
We couldn't withstand a siege, my lord.
That's why you need
if the Boltons or the White Hills cut us off and wait us out, we'd only last a fortnight. But there are steps we can take.
Ooh,
in the past, we've demanded food from the small folk to replenish our stores. We can do it again, if you'd like.
Yeah.
We've done it before in desperate times. The last long winter, my family had to give all our pigs to the house.
If that's what's necessary to keep the house safe, then we must.
Aye, a hard choice, but it's what has to be done. I'll see to the arrangements, my lord.
See, so Duncan is all right, in that sense. Like, he's all right. He's the more diplomatic, whatever sort of one. Probably smarter than Royland, but you know, Royland's a tough guy.
Duncan.
But,
yes, my lord.
I don't know.
I have much to consider and face a difficult decision.
Perhaps I can help. Your father often sought my counsel.
As Lord, I must name a sentinel.
Of course. And if I may ask, who do you favor for the role? Perhaps I can share my insight. And talking can sometimes help you make a decision.
Actually, I wanted to ask, why did you send Garrett away?
I did it for your own protection, my lord.
See, this guy
Garrett had to
operates
go.
outside.
By sending him away myself, I thought it would keep you blameless in the eyes of the White Hills. I only hope to give you an advantage.
You undermine me.
You had your reasons, but nonetheless. You undermined my authority.
That's a good point.
I can't have that happen again.
It won't, my lord.
Ah,
you have my word.
There we go. That's decent.
Thank you, Duncan. I appreciate your advice.
I'm at your service, my lord.
See, I think this is why Lady Mormont was such a good character, whatever, because it's like a child in leader who's actually decent. Anyway, he's not. He's not Joffrey. Man, I feel sorry for that actor. People must. I hope people don't have like the wrong impression of him when they see him, because he must be a good guy.
Or should I say,
But
Lord
Joffrey's
Ethan?
Such a
Hello, Uncle Malcolm.
jerk.
I saw what you did today.
I'm gonna watch the Purple Wedding.
It's not
after
an
this.
easy thing to do, dealing out a harsh punishment, no matter how warranted.
Yeah.
But if you'll excuse me, my lord, I should finish packing before nightfall. I hope to be off tomorrow.
We need you here. We barely
First
have any men.
Wait, Uncle. You can't leave. We need you here. Especially now.
Your mother asked me to cross the narrow sea to find your brother, Asher.
Asher?
She has asked me to return with him, to help the house.
She said nothing of this to me.
Because she fears you will not
Oh my
agree.
goodness, she is Lady
I told her
Stark.
my place is here, that I'll be of no help to you in Essos. But she insisted.
Well, I'm the Lord, so you
I
stay.
will hold, of course, until you've spoken with her about this. Just try to be kind to her. She's been living a nightmare made real. But you know that just as well.
She's my mother. I know how to speak to her.
I'm sure you do.
But my mother's fears are not the only ones I face. My people are scared as well. I'm told I must choose a sentinel.
If I may be so bold, Sir Royland is the man for the job.
Really?
He'd be a fine choice. And I'd trust him.
Why Sir Royland?
We are at war. You need a warrior by your side. Royland has the respect of his men and will bring strength and discipline to this house. Duncan would offer sage advice, but now is not the time to negotiate. Not with the likes of Ramsay Snow.
Thank you, Uncle.
Ethan, I need to talk to you.
Later. I guess now. Okay.
Mother told me Mira has asked for Lady Marjorie's help.
Did she?
I knew we could rely on Mira.
Yeah, I'm sure
She
it'll work
always
out.
thinks of family above all else.
Sure.
Hopefully Lady Marjorie's influence will be enough. But right now I'm more concerned about you. I saw what you did to that man.
Yep.
The way you punished him.
Yep. And what?
How could you be so cruel?
We stole.
I'm worried about you.
You left me
What
with-
am I supposed to think?
I did what I had to. I had no choice.
You always have choices.
Not really. No.
I know you told me you'd have to change, but I suppose I hadn't believed you would.
I can't afford any more mistakes. Everyone knows what happened with Lord Whitehill. Garrett being sent to the war without my knowledge.
I know. And that wasn't your fault.
But I'm the Lord. It's my responsibility.
Trying his best.
The people want me to lead. They need me to, but...
What?
Ethan, please. Tell me.
Who should I name as my sentinel?
It should definitely be Duncan Tuttle. He's dependable and smart, and everyone trusts his judgment. Sir Royland is unpredictable
Uncle Malcolm?
and likely to make matters worse.
Yeah, he is. He's pretty dumb.
You've
But I'll talk to
always
him
given
first.
me good advice. Thank you.
Need to talk to Sir Royland and the other dude. Hey. Okay, that's the mace still.
Swords up! You can lift them, yeah?
Oh.
Come on! What did I say?
This guy's
Swords
alright,
up!
but
Slash right! Parry!
to be honest,
Again.
he's already... I mean, whoever you give the sentinel to, you have
Sword
to
up.
placate the other guy as well.
Swing
Like,
left.
try and take him on the
Parry!
defense,
Wrong!
I don't know.
I didn't know
Sir
dogs
Royland,
could hold swords.
A word?
Of course, my lord.
I have many decisions to make, and I wanted your advice. What's the state of our defences? Are these men ready for what's coming?
This lot, ready? No, but they will. We post anyone who can hold a spear along the parapet, up where they won't get much scrutiny, and put our meanest, nastiest looking brutes front and centre.
That'll show Ramsay we're a force in our own.
I don't know. Like I said,
Got
I
to
think
project power.
the idea that
especially
Ramsay
when
wouldn't see through
Thank you,
that,
Sir
'cause
Royland. I'll let you get back to training these men.
Thank you, my lord. And you should know that swinging that blade yourself took stones. It was a man's way of justice.
Well, I've got Duncan's word that he wouldn't do it again, so I'm going to just pick Duncan because that's just.
Slash right.
Hey, Ryan. Or
Careful.
Rickon.
Keep at it and you won't have much left. Something to pick your teeth with.
No, Ethan. Look at this. All good swords have a name. I call mine Two Brothers. I carved this to give me strength. And this, so I remember. I mean, I could never forget, but... Oh, you know,
Decided I
don't
don't
you?
like Asher.
You honour Roderick with this. He was a strong one.
He was. Yeah. Someday, I'll have a real one. But not like that one. Only a lord could have that sword.
You'll have a good sword. I'm sure of it.
Well, the way that
watched you today.
we're dropping like
I saw
flies,
what you did to that
you'll
man.
probably be Lord next.
Was he our enemy?
Yeah, he
A
is.
bad man. Everyone keeps talking about them. Enemies.
Rules mean nothing if we don't enforce them. It doesn't matter if he's good or bad. You can't steal. That's a rule.
Well, I say he was bad.
Good.
Bad men killed Father and Roderick. They need someone to hurt them back. Even worse.
Do our
I
best.
want a real sword. No one's afraid of wood. I'll find the men who took Roderick someday, and I'll make sure I have a real sword when I do.
Good. Right, now to talk to our undermining mother.
Now, when I say parry, get that sword out.
Where is she? Sending Malcolm away. She better have a good explanation for this. Yeah, so Royland could still lead the troops. Doesn't need to be Sentinel to do that.
Slash and parry. Slash and parry.
Okay, she's not in the tower. Alright, so what's from here? Can I run? Nope. Where is she?
Are you holding a sword or a turkey leg?
I know, but I haven't finished exploring.
You're all worthless and...
Okay, maybe that's coming later. Maybe that's a different scene. Okay. Whatever. You said he holds anyway, so...
Maester?
Yes, Lord Ethan. I see you've spoken to a number of people. Are you prepared to name your sentinel?
Absolutely. Sure.
What is it you're doing over here?
Admiring the ironwood, my lord. I studied it at the Citadel. The wood may be black, but I see gold. An entire forest of gold.
What do you mean?
It is our greatest asset, my lord. Why not give some of our ironwood to House Bolton and have them leave us be? We could ransom ourselves. You can hardly put a price on your own life, or the lives of those you love.
Ransom or a robbery? We may pay him now, but what's to stop him from coming back again?
Lord Ethan, the dangers of today outweigh the fears of tomorrow.
Maybe.
My lord, are you now ready to name your sentinel?
Yes, I am.
Yes, Maester. I'm ready.
Very well. I will convene the small council at once.
Alright. Yeah, I'm going to give it to Duncan. Just makes sense. I need good advice. Sir Roy can still command the troops. He doesn't need to be Sentinel. And I don't know. He is more unpredictable and very impulsive, and I don't need that one. And I got Duncan's word to say that he won't undermine me again, but he'll probably undermine me again.
You may sit.
I believe Lord Ethan has reached his decision.
Before I name my sentinel, I must tell you. Whomever's not chosen should feel no shame. Many thought either of you would make a fine sentinel, but I have made my decision.
It's not gonna help, though.
Duncan Tuttle, you will be my sentinel.
Tuttle? This is reckless.
Lord Ethan has made his choice. I will not disappoint you, my lord.
Now, sentinel, what do you have to report of Ramsay Snow?
Our scouts say he's only a day's ride from here, with no time to waste.
Who knows what he's capable of? We need to prepare for the worst.
We can handle Ramsay Snow. He doesn't scare me.
The Boltons need our people to harvest the ironwood. Even the bastard Ramsay must understand that.
He's not coming here to negotiate. We must answer with the sword.
That's bloody suicide. You gamble with the lives of everyone within these walls. Ignore Sir Royland. You named me Sentinel.
Right, calm down,
I knew this would happen. He cannot be trusted.
This is the bloody small council.
Enough! Would my father have stood for this kind of bickering? Neither will I.
Sir Royland is clearly able and ready to take up arms, but the rest of our soldiers are not.
Good point.
We need to take a cunning approach. Diplomacy can be a sharper instrument than a sword.
The Bolton sigil is a flayed man. Force is the only thing they understand.
Gentlemen, please.
That's a good point.
Thank the gods Mira has asked Lady Marjorie for her help.
Yeah, that's going to turn out
It's
well.
not too late for the Crown to intervene on our behalf.
It is too late.
But we must have a plan if Mira's efforts are not successful.
Go on.
I trust Mira's judgment. I don't doubt she did everything within her power to help us.
We all must agree on the plan. We cannot leave until we have a consensus.
Ugh.
Why not make an offering for peace, my lord?
Yeah, the wisdom of the Citadel.
We can give the Boltons ironwood in exchange for their protection.
You must be mad. It's pure folly to just give away the only currency we have to bargain with.
Enough!
I'm in between bargain and diplomacy. Oh.
My new sentinel favors a certain approach, and I agree. I shall use diplomacy with Lord Snow. I would be foolish to pick a fight without negotiating first. I'll offer our allegiance, and try to reach a reasonable agreement.
If you aren't ready for a fight, you're bound to lose when one breaks out.
Well, be ready then.
Ethan has made his opinion known.
I
and
also
you will
want
respect
to
his
be
decision.
surrounded by all my soldiers.
Forgive us, my lord.
And,
we are, of course,
yeah.
here to serve you, as we served your father.
Aye.
Well then, let's decide how we shall set the stage for Ramsay's arrival. Invite him into this hall, and meet him face to face, lord to lord.
Ramsay Snow is no lord. That's absurd. You meet him at the gate with as much force as we can muster. Make him wait. Let him gaze upon Ironrath. And when he enters, he'll know it's only because you allowed it.
Lord Ethan?
Why, man?
I will meet him in the Great Hall.
A wise move, my lord.
See,
It's
Royland,
careless.
Royland,
Can't
if
you
you
see
made
Tuttle
one good
is steering you
suggestion,
wrong?
I would take it.
That's enough, Royland. Lord Ethan has given his command.
I was hoping to
How
give him
many
something.
years have I served this house? I cannot listen to that bloody idiot anymore. Forgive me, my lord. But you are not ready to be lord of this house.
Oh, that sounds like
You're
treason.
likely to get us all killed.
Sit down at once.
Apologies, my son. But now that it is settled, we know what we must do.
That's good.
You will meet Ramsay Snow in the Great Hall, and we will not offer our ironwood.
And don't worry, Lord Ethan. I
I'm
will
sure
stand
he'll take
beside you, where your sentinel belongs.
Then perhaps we should adjourn. We have to prepare the house.
My lord, I have fought for this family for many years. Do not forget that.
Can I answer? Ugh, I was hoping to reassure him. See, I would have been like...
There will always be those who question your leadership.
Uh,
Which is why you need allies you can rely on. Family.
Oh yeah, she
Mira
sent
has
away
done
Uncle
everything
Malcolm.
she can in King's Landing,
that's bad.
but there are others who can help us. What about your brother, Asher?
Malcolm told me. You want to bring him back?
He's a skilled fighter. But what's more, he has the will to fight.
I don't like having
Hunger
another
for it.
lord.
He always protected you and your sister. And we need all the help we can get.
But won't he be Lord if he returns? Do you want him to take my place?
Of course not. He has no interest in such things.
Yeah.
And that's not what I want either.
It's putting the cat
Asher
among the pigeons
is
here.
volatile. But that is his strength too. Do you remember the miller's boy? How he tormented you?
Oh.
I wanted to intervene, but your
Can't believe you
father
brought that
said
up.
Ethan must fight his own battles. But when Asher saw it, he didn't take a breath. He grabbed the miller's boy by the neck. That was his first instinct. Asher knocked out half the poor boy's teeth.
Wow.
Of course, your father was furious.
Maybe he
but
should be
you
more
were in
sensible.
danger, and there was nothing else Asher needed to know. Asher does not hesitate. He acts, and we need that. You have many fine qualities. But you do not have that anger inside you.
I'm not like that. But I don't need to be, do I?
No. But you need someone who is standing beside you.
I want him to stay. I don't think he's going to give me a choice here. I don't.
I'm trying to do what's best for this family. What this family needs. Ethan, let me send Malcolm to Essos.
No, he stays.
I'm sorry, Mother, but I can't have Malcolm bring Asher back. He will not go to Essos. That is the final word. Do you hear me?
I hear you, but this is a mistake.
You just
I
said.
wish you trusted me with this.
Nah.
Know that you never stand alone. You are a forester. Mira stands with us, and she may be able to help us yet.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm sure she's able to help us. Alright, I am not going to steal anything.
Marjorie? Oh. Lady Marjorie is still with the king. I thought you'd want to know.
Thank you.
Mira, look. The other day when you asked Lady Marjorie for help, I only spoke out of fear for her. I want to help you if there's anything I can do. Your poor family. I can't imagine how you must feel.
You're sweet to offer, Sarah. Thank you.
Lady Marjorie is always saying how important friends and allies are in King's Landing. Just know, I will be here for you if you ever... My lady, I'll leave you to talk.
How is King Joffrey, my lady?
Angry. Okay.
The king was not inclined to offer help for your family.
Okay.
I'll need this mended.
Gods.
Whoa.
He said I was too easily swayed. And he reminded me that I am not yet his wife.
Sounds
I allayed his fear. For now. But it will be a long time before I can ask him for anything again.
Oh.
Nothing I said could cheer him. He wouldn't even speak to me when I left him.
What can I do to make this better, my lady?
There's nothing you can do, Mira.
Please don't hold it against me. Ramsay Snow is on his way to Ironrath.
Yeah, whatever. I don't think she cares at this point, Mira. So, yeah.
This is simply not how things are done, Mira. Not in King's Landing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, my lady.
She tried. Tried her best.
Soon I will be queen. And maybe then I'll be in a better position to help you.
You asking
but
me
for now, we must both be cautious.
I must send a raven. I have to warn my family. If you'll excuse me, my lady.
I can imagine that. Please discard previous raven. I was not able to get help.
Milady.
Oh, great.
Begging your pardon, milady. I hope I didn't frighten you.
How long have you been waiting there?
Not long. I was just passing by when I saw you emerge from Lady Marjorie's room.
Oh, great. Cold boy.
I just want you to know, I can help you if you'd like. And your family, if you're willing to trust me. Okay. I hear all sorts of things. Things that could be useful for you.
How can you help me? My problems can't be solved by what you might overhear.
Which is why you must trust me, milady. You need allies.
The Coal Alliance.
I'm sorry. I really must go.
Please don't despair. I know people who... People who'd be willing to help you.
I don't know. I thought I smelled plotting out here. Is that the same dude? Must be bored. Oh, here we go.
Where's Sir Royland? He should be here. The man values pride more than honor. We'll do without him. And without King's Landing. I know you'd hoped Mira could help us, but I'm confident we've enough strength of our own. Your men stand ready to act if needed.
Our plan is a good one. It will work so long as everyone does their part.
I appreciate his confidence. Oh, there we go.
Isn't this a lovely pile of timber?
Run away.
Not the place I'd want to be if there was a fire.
Ironwood is near impervious to flame, my lord.
Oh, man.
Is it?
May I introduce Lord Ramsay of House Bolton, son of Roose Bolton. Although a bastard, Lord Ramsay has the full authority of the
Thank you,
Lord.
Lord. That's enough.
I'm surprised he didn't, like...
Who is this little boy? Is he lost?
Lord Ramsay, welcome to Ironrath.
Aren't you the little lord? Lord Whitehall told me you were young, but this... Look at you.
I should have picked Royland.
A token for the new Warden of the North.
Let me guess. Forrester Iron.
Carved by our most skilled craftsmen.
Forrester.
Ironwood. Doesn't look like much.
No one can match our skill.
Is that so?
Yes.
Not bad. Lord Whitehill, can your lot do this?
Given enough time, we could learn.
Given
You
enough
have to look up
time,
to see if this is a sound like or
many
Ramsay Bolton
but not
himself.
this. apparently. Look at that. More foresters.
Lord Ramsay?
Maybe I shouldn't have had them there.
Come out where I can see you.
Oh well.
We really must focus on the business at hand.
What is it you want, Lord Ramsay?
What do I want? Everything. Nothing. We'll see. First, let's see you bend the knee to my father, Lord Bolton, Warden of the North. Words are wind. Anyone can say...
Why would you refuse? I get it to show strength, but it's like...
My lord.
Ha! That wasn't so hard now, was it? Here's the thing. I don't care about your loyalty.
Okay.
The Crown, however, wants what you've got. Whatever you've been supplying the Starks for centuries. Ships, shields, chamber pots. I expect you'll do the same for us. My father has promised as much to the king. You wouldn't want to make him a liar. That's a good little lord.
You can't trust a Forrester. They murdered our men.
Ooh.
It was a Forrester squire who did it. One Whitehill soldier dead. One Bolton. Yet your man lived.
Lord Whitehill is a liar. That's not how it happened.
Lad? A liar? He's a Whitehill. Then you welcomed me into your hall like a proper lord, hoping I wouldn't linger outside long enough to notice your pathetic little army.
Oh,
that sort of insolence from one of our loyal bannermen will not do.
Oh, come on.
So I've come up with a solution that will benefit everyone. The Whitehills will be taking control of your Ironwood from this day forward.
What? What? The Ironwood? But...
That's not good.
That is our livelihood.
Then you'd better well find another fucking job.
You can't do that.
Learn to code.
Why not? You know something the Whitehills don't? We are talking about trees. You grow them, you cut them down.
The Whitehills had Ironwood, once, but now those hills are bare.
Hence the name, of course.
They know nothing of how to cultivate the forest.
Look at their sigil, my lord. A barren hill.
Do you want Ironwood for the next 5 years, or the next 50 generations?
Yeah.
The little lord does have a point. We'll try this. Lord Whitehill will take half of your Ironwood, and we'll see who fares better.
But my lord...
Half of something is better than the nothing you had before. To ensure there's no trouble, Lord Whitehill will install a garrison of 20 men within your walls.
At Ironrath, that we cannot abide. Ethan.
They'll help maintain the king's peace. And make sure there's no more trouble.
This will cause more trouble, not less.
Not for me.
Ah, good point. Oh, yeah, just letting them in. This is great. I thought, why wouldn't I have men inside?
You have a man you trust?
My son, Griff.
Griff will lead the garrison.
You have no right. Whitehills have no place here.
Lads, do make this visit worthwhile.
Please, Duncan, don't.
Look at this, little Forrester. You're not frightened, are you?
Lord Ramsay, please.
And you? Are you Lord Ethan's older sister?
I'm his twin, my lord.
Oh, twins. Well, like the Queen and her brother. Well, hopefully not just like the Queen and her brother.
We have more to discuss, Lord Snow.
I have an idea. You'll come with me. You can be my highborn ward.
Lord Ramsay, that's enough.
Do you like hunting?
Let her go.
She's quite pretty, your sister. I suppose you can stay. Aren't you the bold lord?
Uh-oh.
Ethan! No! What have you done?
No! But I don't want a bold lord. Far too much trouble.
Ethan! Ethan! No! No!
Even though you did bend the knee. I think we've come to an understanding.
Lord Ethan!
I certainly feel better about all this.
What have you done?
However, the Foresters need to keep their end of the bargain. Take the boy as your ward.
No!
Kill him if they give you any trouble.
So glad that you
Lovely
lived to see
meeting
this.
all of you. We'll have to do it again sometime.
Somebody help him! Fetch the mace so quickly!
You brought this on yourself.
Mother!
Stop!
Don't let him take me!
Let it go!
Stop them! Don't leave! Ryan, please! Let me go! Ryan! Do something!
Ethan? My son.
Oh. I guess Malcolm is going to Essos. Now, like I said, as a first episode, I thought this was really, really good. But
Ethan sacrificed himself for us all. He saved Talia's life.
Was
He'll
you
be
Talia?
remembered as Ethan the Brave.
This house needs a
Was you
leader.
Talia?
Lord Ethan named me Sentinel. I will lead this house.
My sister asked you to swear loyalty to her son, and you did it without flinching.
We can't
That's a
let them
problem
hurt
for some
Ryan
reason.
too. We have to stop them.
We do not stand alone. There are those who will fight for us.
Yeah.
Those who hold House Forrester above all other loyalties. Those who will not stop until Ethan is avenged.
See, why
Until
wouldn't you
Ryan
have-
is home again.
If
Our house
everyone
will
knows
not
that Ramsay Snow's like a
we will
psychopath,
be ready.
and like the White
Nothing
Hills
comes
are
without a cost, my
known
lady.
sworn enemies.
Are you prepared for what might happen?
Why would you not have a bunch of your soldiers in the hall protecting the? I don't know. That is so ridiculous. I'm not going to bother check the stats. I don't even think those servers are online. Like I said, I think this was really good first episode, but I feel like the problems with the story does compound around the midpoint, and just, I don't know, becomes just a bit of a mess. Like I said, there were a lot of really good scenes in this one. I don't mind them killing off Ethan, even though, you know, killing off characters mean you can't tell more of the story about them, and I don't know, it's just, it renders the investment kind of useless. Like I said, great shock moment, I guess. It just doesn't make any narrative sense why they wouldn't have protection from him, especially when he was fighting very dangerous individuals. That's my only problem with it. Like, maybe if they, you know, I don't know, it's just really weird, like, he was able just to stab the Lord of Ironwrath in the neck and then just sort of walk away. But like I said, I think this was fantastic for, you know, really good first episode. This really should have been great, and it was unfortunate that it didn't turn out so good. Anyway, next week we'll be doing episode 2, going through it, and we'll see how much our choices mattered.